Thing 1, 2, 3. Let me know if this is working on the vertical. My name is Jack Casey, a bass guy. And just so you know, this is a one-person show. I'm doing everything live in one room. So you know when someone gets their phone and they put their phone up and they're like, hey, how's it going? And then just a second, let me get my coffee. That's what I'm doing. I'm alone live here. So without further ado, let's get on with Bass Guy Show. Thank you for being here. I'll explain more as we go on. Okay, Larry, run the intro.
It's live right here on the internet from beautiful Montreal, Canada. Prepare your innards for music, comedy, live guests, gimmicks, and more. Buckle up and get ready for a Shaka Springboard Blast Bag.
Let me know if this is working on vertical and if it's working on horizontal. This is the first time we're ever doing vertical and horizontal at the same time with different graphics. So, yeah, man. Are you there, Pat? Can someone type the number 1 if this is working? Hello and welcome to a Bass Guy Show. Let me catch my breath. So as I said, the sound effects that you're hearing are being done live, well, on a mixing desk, pretend live, and I have to turn off the introduction and all that kind of stuff. So I can turn on the music and turn on commercials.
If you chose to send Chicky Mickey,
I can turn on clapping and all that kind of thing. So welcome. Where are we? This is the first time we're ever doing vertical. So if you're watching this, it doesn't matter what device, but if you're watching this on your TV and it looks great and it's widescreen, you can switch to vertical on your telephone. But if you're on your telephone, let me explain this better. If you're on your telephone and it's like small, you should open up the vertical stream. So in the link below this video, there's a link to both horizontal and vertical. So which way do you like to do it on the Bass Guy Show? Yeah, baby. Do you like it vertical or horizontal? Thank you for Pat for signing in and saying hello. Hello to any lurkers watching. Everybody's welcome. The aerial footage, the drone footage is by Sky of the Universe. Oh yeah, one thing I'm forgetting is that there's 2 chats. So I don't know if I'm getting both chats in front of me, but on my other computer, to the right of me, I'm not getting the chat in front of me. I wonder if I can switch chat. Hello to Jay Neubauer. Everybody follow Jay Neubauer. Absolute fantastic banjo player. I mean guitar player. So yeah, Jason, I see my cast as Jason. Everyone follow See My Cast. I didn't know I knew there was vertical, but I didn't know the concept of YouTube advertised it like it was like on my, you open a content creator thing, you have your OBS. This is really technical. So we're going to go to the technical bit of the show now. We got Larry, the imaginary producer here.
Hello, a bass guy. I am your new AI imaginary pretend helper. I can do a better job than Larry, the imaginary producer. Well, anyone could really. Would you like me to make you some toast or document and file your rubber band collection? Alexa is a big jerk head. Don't trust her. Do I have feelings too? Sorry to interrupt the show.
Okay, so that's my new AI assistant. That was actually triggered by my foot pedals. I don't know what this one is. This one is here, okay. Actually, we'll put on the automatic camera. So Larry's the imaginary producer. Larry, can I have some more squelch? Watch the juxtaposition on the, yeah. Wait, I'm gonna need Larry's help here, 1 second.
Greetings, Pat and John.
Larry, the imaginary producer.
On the post EQ so the cymbals can breathe again. Finally, collapse the parallel bus back to the mono, check for the phase coherence, try the signal, and if it feels glued but not suffocated, we'll commit it. Otherwise, bypass the saturation and recalibrate the VU to -18 and run the whole chain once more from the top, you fuck. On the post.
So hello to Aladdin. So basically, I'm a bit exhausted because for the past 2 or 3 weeks I've been digging into my Patreon, which you can see links to everywhere. All my music is free. I have about 500 songs, 50 albums, all free. I have about 2,000 albums, all free. This is free. Everything's free. And on my Patreon, I have about 250 things that you can't see anywhere else. And some of it's salty and there's no advertising and all that stuff. I'll get into that later. We're going to have Frankie MacDonald. Frankie MacDonald on the Bass Guy Show today. And Frankie is a weather person from Sydney, Nova Scotia. And I've been doing this show. I've been watching a lot of Andy Edwards lately. And he got trolled off his YouTube channel and got back again. He was on Rick Beato. And then Rick Beato showed up on my feed yesterday. And Rick Beato was playing Pat Metheny. So, just as a joke, I'm always trying to do too much, but that's okay too. Just as a joke, I said Andy Edwards is really cool or something like that. And he said, "Oh, bass guy thinks Andy Edwards is cool." So, and I happened to I was editing. Like I am now. I've been editing all week. You wouldn't believe it's like 4,000 elements. So when you see the horizontal show, it's all the same graphics, but I duplicated it all twice and it's all squeezed in so you don't lose anything off of the picture at all. It took 1 trillion hours and YouTube made it look like I could do it from one place, but it's actually 2 different separate places.
Somebody likes Andy Edwards. Somebody likes Andy Edwards on here, bass guy. I love Andy. Bass guy here, bass guy here, bass guy here, bass guy here, bass guy. Somebody likes Andy Edwards on here, bass guy. I love Andy. I'm glad he got his channel back.
So check out Andy Edwards. See you know how I've been complaining about life and music, and see my cast. I'm sure you feel the same. It's just a lot of people talk about it. There's this thing called music that you spend 30 years learning, 20, 30, 40 years learning, and then it just doesn't exist anymore. There's no more jobs. There's no more work, and if there is, it belongs like to the same 2 or 3 people over and over again. So this guy Andy Edwards is from the UK, and I used to live there, and I actually know some of the musicians I've heard him talk about. Like Steve Lawson and Tommy Smith, people in the UK. Every country has their own people or whatever. He's a shit hot drummer and a cool guy. So check him out. And I've been really influenced and excited to play again and get back into the show. So I did everything on I've been making super long Patreon videos. How do I speak to you online? Well, this is called the show you watch. This is the thing with the internet. Aladdin is a cool guy. But you know when you go to a rock concert, this is what the past used to be. A whole bunch of people, like thousands, 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000 people would go to a concert. And you'd go see Madonna or Santana or something, or U2, right? Can you imagine if everyone in the audience was like, hey, U2, or like Bono, how do I speak to you? You pay $350 for a ticket, you wait 4 hours behind stage, and if you're lucky, you might see him walk by 20 feet away and go, hey Bono, and you'll look around and walk away. So that's what social media is. Social media is the audience comes before the actual. This is what you're not supposed to talk about on the internet, because you're supposed to be like, hey guys, how's it going? Everything's great. But the audience I know what the whole interactive thing, and you have to help me with that Patreon. Yeah, I've been laying into the Patreon, Jason, like you wouldn't believe. But I've been just using my skills that I've learned, like filmmaking and cameras and audio and microphones. And I bought all this stuff over the last few years, but my brother passed away and my apartment got flooded and my head exploded. So now I'm back. I've been on here for 13 years and I have over 3 live viewers. So thank you for being here, everybody. If you like the show, the links are always in the description around the videos and below and all that. My Patreon is $5 American a month, $5 American a month. And I make videos every second day. Sometimes they're half an hour long, and I get to swear and rant and rave. And yes, social media. I left all of social media except for here, my show, and that's it. The audience comes first. So it's all about relatable content. So content just means stuff. And stuff means anything. Instead it used to be, I'm a plumber, I'm an engineer, I'm a carpenter, I'm a archaeologist. Now it's just like, you're a content maker. That means everything. And it doesn't matter if it's me about the bass guitar and whatever the show. It could be a cooking show, and it could be about anything. And people will come onto the cooking show and start to talk about Ferraris. And then the guy on the chat will be like, I have a Ferrari too. So it's all about the audience. And then it's like, play me a 2.5-minute song that I know that's a cover, but I can't play cover. So this whole thing is like, music has changed, rock and roll and everything has changed, and jazz and everything. And I feel that I hate flexing, but I'm pretty sure, I think Jay too, I'm one of the first music shows on the internet, like for real, because go find a music show where someone was streaming in 2013. And I feel shunned. I'm for sure shadow banned by YouTube. I get 0 views and subs and likes, and within reason or comparison or whatever the correct word is, because I've been working my ass off. So I decided, screw this, I'm going to go to Patreon, and I'm going to go to where. So now you can join Patreon for free. You're supposed to support, but the idea is there's different tiers and levels. So if you don't join, you can't see anything. If you join for free, you can see 50% of the cool stuff. And if you pay the $5 a month, which you get all of my stuff everywhere anyway for free, it's just a way of paying. You never have to say hi or do anything. You don't have to do anything. There's no obligation. And if you get emails, you can say, stop emailing me. And the idea is that you help the person that you watch and you support. Here's a video by Stefan in Slovakia. On that exact point, if I can find it.
As long as I watch any concerts, musical concerts on YouTube, Facebook, or any other medium, I always try to tip the musicians. If I don't have money for a tip, I usually don't watch the concert. even though I tip just maybe 1 or 2 euros, I always try to tip because it's like
Aladdin, can you make me an all-dressed pizza and send it to my house? Well, send it to Pat, and then Pat, because I don't want you to know my address, but buy me a pizza, all-dressed pepperoni, and have it delivered to my house in the next half hour, and I'll eat it online. Can you do that for me, Aladdin? And Aladdin, we'll meet up, and everything's cool. So when I'm joking and being grumpy, and I'm just being funny, I'm not being real. I know you're a cool guy.
my honor really to tip these musicians some money, because it's like I pay a ticket for the concert. If I don't pay the tip, then I feel really guilty. I feel guilty that I didn't pay. So basically, it's my honor to pay any musician for a concert that he or she plays on the internet.
There's too much stuff to talk about, but today I'm not going to put too much pressure on myself. I usually practice all week. Sometimes I used to practice 4 or 5 hours a day and then try to perform a big show, and no one would give a shit. So now I'm back to doing commercials and funny things and guests and ha-ha and hee-hee and look at me. Now I'm doing a video standing in front of the train station. Let's take a quick look at my Patreon. This is things that you get almost daily if you join.
All the effects and...
This is things you get. This is for Patreon members only.
Hello, Patreon members.
And sorry if it's a little bit off. It's not completely... Oh, wait, I can fix this. I know how to fix this. Give me a second here. I think there's a float. Yeah, there's an in-picture thing. This is the first time I'm... So basically, on my side, to you, it looks like, hey, how's it going? But I've actually got 4 YouTube windows open, 2 studios, and 2 OBS split in the middle with 400 elements on semi-automatic, and then the whole studio music. So I'll get the hang. I had all this set up. It took me 10 years. I had a show where we did themes like Fish Week and Pizza Week, Aladdin. And after the flood and the trauma and everything, it's been hard. But now I'm back, and I wouldn't say I got into trouble. I almost broke my wrist. That's part of the reason I took a lot of time off. But that's stuff you'll find out. The real dirt, the sex, the dirt. The what's the word? You need a good scandal. You'll find out the scandal.
Hello, Patreon members.
I don't know why this is like this. I thought, anyway, I'll just show it to you.
I hope everybody's well. That means free members. I believe in picking up a wood instrument with strings on it and playing it. And it wasn't easy in those days. It was like I'd bring a big ghetto blaster.
No denying it. So this is D flat waltz.
So see, I even mail things to people. So sorry, this is the first time I'm logged into my Patreon. It's patreon.com/bassguy. It's everywhere around you. And it's not about I'm trying to make money and look at me and ego and narcissism. I'm frickin' 51 years old and I'm trying to make money to buy fucking soap and milk or whatever. It's that serious. You know, this month I made $31.82. I'm transparent with everything. You know, I'm making pocket money and I'm working 18 hours a day. I can't even see right now. So whenever you hear me say I'm seeing space goblins, it's working both. Thank you very much. And like Pat just did, if you can ever tell me anything, like because I'm running I don't have to do this, but I find this a challenge. I'm doing all of this live in one take. So there's 24 mixing desks. There's about 200 pedals. There's loop machines. There's people talking to me that they, you know, how do I call you right now and can make me a sandwich, please? And a new feature that we have, which I'm going to be live streaming on Patreon, a whole bunch of stuff on Patreon that's brand new, like a lot of stuff. I'm doing it to spite everything, because we live in a world where if you do a whole bunch of shit like this, no one cares. But if you just speak on the toilet and your name's Brad and you have a chiseled chin, you're good to go with white teeth, you know? I have my record player hooked up. I have a tape cassette hooked up. And behind me, it's hard to do everything. But screw it. I'm having fun. I'm relaxing, but I'm also having fun. Behind me is a suitcase here. It's actually a flight case, and I've had that my whole life. And inside is about 200 audio cassette tapes. And I just picked out one at random. And what you're about to hear right now for the first time ever on YouTube, I have my record player, tape deck, and CD player hooked up. And I used to make radio shows. And so you know YouTube and Patreon, and I even flex that I'm one of the first music shows ever on the internet, live music shows. When I was a kid, from the age of 7 years old, I would get a ghetto blaster or 2 ghetto blasters, cheap pieces of crap, and I'd make 2 tracks and record one to the next, and we'd make little radio shows. And that's what I have in that box. So I picked up 1 tape. And I lived all over the world, so this is in Scotland, and I'm recording on a yellow Sony ghetto blaster. And we're on Loch Ness, where the Loch Ness Monster is. We went camping illegally. I used to do it all the time. It was my hobby. And we went in the dark and whatever. And I'm with a Polish guy and girl. And we camped on Loch Ness for 2 or 3 nights. And we built a fire. And we saw shooting stars. And we were jamming and had a whiskey. And this is August the 1st, 2000. Year 2000. So I'm 51. And this is 25 years ago. So this is me half my life ago. So you know that saying, be a fly on the wall, or Back to the Future, you go back and travel and see your life. I know video, whatever, but to me, audio and music is more uplifting. People watch music now. They don't listen to it. So here's the first ever tape cassette on a Bass Guy show. See if we can do this. I can actually do a pedal cam and get this hooked up. And I could make it a little bit larger. Okay. And I apologize for over-explaining everything and blah, 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 but it's frustrating when you make $2 a week. And there's no guilt, Pat. I don't mean to do that. I'd like to explain everything to welcome everybody and to know what you're watching. And I'm being honest, and you can ask me anything. And if I'm joking, I'm just joking. I'm not serious about stuff and politics. Life is beautiful. It's a miracle. If anyone knows that, it's me. That's why I do music, to celebrate life. I'm absolutely fucking broke my whole life, and I have spinal damage, and all my brothers are dead. And I keep doing music, not because I'm an egotistical fucking asshole, but because I love music and I want to do it, and I'm doing it right now. And I could be out collecting beer bottles and making more money than this, but here I am. It's not about guilt. And where's Frankie? And so he's singing in Polish now. This is Piotrek, 25 years ago on Loch Ness at night, camping illegally. Okay, so I'm going to turn that off now. And I can't play record, but I have an idea. So of course you can't play a recorded record because they'll get copyright on YouTube. Oh yeah, I was going to say I'm not going to be harsh on myself tonight with the music part, because I've literally done 18 hours a week on a couple of weeks, 18 hours a day on technology, and my brain is fried. This is at least it's working. So thank you, Jay Neubauer, for being here. And I'm sorry I'm bad at reading the comments. I can't actually see them all but I'm working on that next. It's 58,000 things at a time. And it is hard because there is literally 400 things, and when I get into the groove, it's fun and I relax. And one day the place was flooded and I lost 10 years of work and I lost my mind. So let's play the record for the first time ever, but I'm going to push the record manually, so it'll be all like slow. We'll play it backwards with a Ouija board. This is my favorite album ever, and I'm going to play it on Patreon soon. So all the settings I've done, all the work, I have to delete it all and move it all over to Patreon and then bring it back. So it's I should just shut the F up and just smile and play music. Oh yeah, I got to switch it to record. And on Patreon, I'm going to start when I have time. But I forgot to say this. On Patreon, in the last week and a half, I've made 12 new videos, and one of them is an hour, some are 20 minutes. I've made a whole bunch of stuff, and I'm going to be doing a podcast where I'm going to put on my favorite songs and then talk about them and all that kind of stuff. So not just me in personal life, but like music in general. And here's another look at the YouTube and at the Patreon. $5 American bucks a month, and everything I get I put into the show. I actually made $20 in 2026, and I just put on brand new strings. I did a lot today, including cleaning my toilet and room and all that stuff with a bad back, and I stripped down my I stripped down my fretless and I cleaned it in linseed oil and all that kind of stuff, and same with the guitar, and I put on brand new strings. So I bought strings, so thank you Patreon members for that, for the 5 Patreon members.
$20 worth of batteries.
So here's Patreon.
Hello, Patreon members. I hope everybody's well. That means free members, which we've got about 10 now, which is great. So hello to you guys. Thanks for joining so you can check out the content. And to the 5 Patreon paid members. So we've got 15 members, which is a lot better than 4, which was what we were at when I I was doing other stuff and I didn't realize all the new tools on Patreon. So I'm really excited about what's to come. I'm not trying to do the, hey, look at me, everybody, and join and give me money. I'm old now. I'm getting old. I'm 51 and I got spinal damage. So going to the store takes 3 hours out of my life. It's very difficult. And like normal life things, I'm helping someone go to the airport tomorrow, so I got to do like going to the city and stuff. And I'm doing the bass guy show. I believe in music. I believe in picking up a wood instrument with strings on it and playing it, and all the effects and graphics come second. I believe in that, doing music, especially right now in a world of AI. So as I was saying, I'm excited about I think I'm going to make Patreon
Discord,
a place to keep my content,
Aladdin.
which I have. And this isn't like, oh, bass guy's doing Patreon now. I've had this for 10 years, probably longer. You can scroll all the way down and find lots of really old behind-the-scenes stuff. And I did my first show with Before Barry on Concert Window in 2013 in the summer. I have been saving, and a lot of it almost got ruined or did get ruined in the flood. I have a flight case, a metal case of about 200 tape cassette audio of just stuff I did here in Canada when I was a child, and then when I went over to the UK, and I was always making fake radio stations, what people would call podcasts now. I was making radio shows and little pretend movies and commercials when I was a little kid. all the way through my young adult life, and I saved all this stuff and jams with musicians. I'd always bring and it wasn't easy in those days. It was like I'd bring a big ghetto blaster and put a tape in it with like $10, $20 worth of batteries. There's the Via Rail going slow like a snail. I think she does 90 miles an hour between Canada. That train goes all the way across Canada, a sleeper car. And so I've got to go because I got my train coming. I don't have much time. But I've got all these tapes. I've even got video that I'm going to transfer at one day. There's a place at the shopping center I go to that has a video to digital. And I have a really good, amazing tape player. Like someone gave it away and I found some stuff in the garbage. I have a tape player that's like, it costs like $700 in the 90s, in the 80s. So, and I bought a little console, a miniature desk to put in my record player so I can play records now here on Patreon. I just haven't had time. I'm going to do a radio show where I'm going to play my favorite songs, some of them on vinyl, and play them live on the private streams instead of just jamming music. I'll play my favorite tune on an album. We can listen.
There you go. I'm going to put that away and we're going to go back to Pat's visuals. Oh, the Olympics is going. So here's a point I'd like to talk about again that I was talking at the beginning of the show, how I've been doing this since 2013 and only realized that now that I've been live streaming like comedy gimmicks, a whole backstory, hundreds of characters. One of the first on the internet. Here's us live, I mean me in the room, 2016 with the old viewers of the show, the Bass Gang. And we were doing Olympic week and we had a snail race amongst other things. There was the sleeping race, the B-rothon, mouse clicking triathlon, long spitting championship, imaginary high jump, the moonwalk tournament, stare-off finals, belly button lint pick, Netflix marathon, and here is the slug and snail race. We're going to be doing the slopathon later on. Extreme sitting is coming up. We did the sleepathon 2 days ago with Matty F, and now we're going to be moving over to the Olympics snail and slug race. You still have 10 seconds left to enter the race if you'd like to bet on a snail. We have the snail over there we've got the snail on the bottom of the screen, and we have the slug at the top. Who will win? This is one of the greatest moments in Olympic history. If the lines are open, but please hold the phones right now because we got to do this race. Are you ready, ladies and gentlemen? We have tested the slugs, and the slugs are free of all drugs. Although they have been drinking lots of water and getting plenty of sleep. The natural drugs are the best: sunlight, water, and healthy food. So we're now going to go to the race here. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're ready. This is going to be one of the most important moments in history. That's right, Tony. I remember back in 1974 when we had the snail and slug races, and the crowds just went wild. Jamaica came in second. Russia was in first. I've never seen a snail that buff before. That's right, Roger. These snails and slugs look pretty good to me. They look like they're ready to go. Can we get the clock up, please? Okay, we have the clock. We're going to have to start the clock now. Are you ready, ladies and gentlemen? We're about to begin the snail and slug race. On your marks. Get set. And go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this looks like it's off to a fair start. The gun has been fired, although I didn't hear it because my eardrum exploded while the guy was blowing the gun. We have the snail on the bottom. The snail it looks like he's in the lead, but he's stopping for a drink of puddle water. Ladies and gentlemen, he's stopping for a drink of puddle water. Looks like the slug is acting sluggish. I tell you, Larry, I've not seen a slug like that in a long time. He looks great. He's wearing nice Nike shoes, but he just doesn't have what it takes. That's right, Tony. I think that snail there. Look at the shell. Look at the six-pack on that shell. That slug has been working out like there's no tomorrow. And it looks like the snail is in the lead. The slug is coming behind. It looks like the slug is going towards the snail's butt. He's sniffing the snail's butt. Looks like the slug is getting a little bit of the horn, and now you know that the Slug 1. This is incredible. This is the most important moment in history of sport. I have never seen a snare like that before. Ladies and gentlemen, the snare wins. That's right, and today's Slug and Snail Race was brought to you by Enlightenment Industries and by Skrank Chickpeas in a Can. A little higher. Shaka. All my friends know the low rider. Low rider is a little higher. Low. Larry, the low rider drives a little slower. The low rider goes a little lower. I haven't done this in about 2 years. So I'm just reacting into it. Made the backing track though. Low rider knows every street now. Low rider is the one to meet now. Is a little trip now. The low rider don't drive too fast now. reverb. Okay, so about 400 things went wrong there that you didn't see. One is I haven't done the song in 2 or 3 years, and my Fender 1968 Telecaster, the pot stopped working. I think because my bass has just been sitting on the shelf there for a long time, and I was fighting with trying to get it. Was broken, it wasn't working. So we have I have new strings. So I don't know how to say we. I guess it's, you know, the Carl Jung shadow work, the dark side and the light side. Got new strings on here. Pat says this is fun. I can only see one chat, Pat. So what chat do you say this is fun? Let me switch. So yeah, I've got the horizontal here. Yeah, so you're on the horizontal. We have 7 live viewers there and 1 live viewer on the vertical. So the vertical is just, people are just scrolling. I guess the telling the truth and being authentic thing doesn't work. And having 8 billion things going on. So when you have new strings, they go out of tune a lot. I've already stretched them, but... So we have Frankie McDonald coming on. For this next song, I'm going to do a little jazz tune by Bill Evans with Miles Davis. I'm going to do a little bit of, I hope no one minds on YouTube, I'm going to do a little bit of coke with this. I am a musician, and, you know, I got a nice cup of lemon tea here, so I'm trying. But I don't usually do coke, but a friend came over and left some for me, and I haven't touched it. And it's just been sitting there, so I'm just going to do a little bit of coke now. It's just a little bit of coke there. This is what's known as a professional comedy joke. Just a little bit of coke here. I don't drink coke, but someone left them for Christmas, so. This is a little Miles Davis song. I hope you enjoy it. It's called Blue and Green. It's one of my favorite tunes. It's a 10-bar blues, which is pretty rare. It's off his Modal album. Just a sec. There's someone at the 1 second. Fuck, I'm doing my show, man. So I got the whole thing set up. The synth. Okay, 1 second. There's someone at my window. Oh, man. Keep doing something at the window here. It's really hard to do this now because Pat, instead of clicking one gimmick, like I click one video, I gotta click 2, like for vertical and horizontal for when I do fancy things. And so for example, if you're on horizontal, I would normally just be like, hey everybody, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe because it's free. And that's how we get paid as content creators or musicians, what used to be called musicians. We get paid in thumbs. That's not showing up on the vertical, so I have to go over to the vertical and then say, hey vertical, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe because it's free, just like my Patreon is. My show is live every Friday. This is the first time I'm ever doing this where I have to do it. This part I have to do manually on both vertical and horizontal, and they're different images. So I'm live every Friday. Don't forget to get a post-it note. Write this down on your fridge because wherever you are, you could be in Australia, You could be watching this in 3,000 years in Borneo. You could write it down on a post-it note and stick it on your forehead and just walk around. So, no, just stick it on your fridge. So, and you can become a Patreon member for free. And what do you get if you become a Patreon member? Well, you get no advertising, new videos every week, behind the scenes footage, 250 videos of behind the scene footage and live footage, and nice stuff and swearing stuff and whatever, and old footage and tape cassette recordings, a whole bunch of crap. You get a whole bunch of stuff, and I'm so upset and frustrated of how backwards and fixed life is. If you have mommy and daddy money, and you have money, so it doesn't matter what you do, you can just do it. But if you're poor, it kills people when you're poor. So I don't know where I'm going with this. I lost my train of thought. Despite everything, I'm working quadruple harder than ever before. And for example, as I was talking about, despite everything, because nothing works, you should try doing lessons, Jack. You can go on my Bandcamp, jackcasey.bandcamp.com, and I have 50 albums, about 500 recordings, and they're all free, completely free. And also at the bottom of my website has tons of stuff. You could spend hours on it, exploring it. On my website, there's merch and all that, and you can get t-shirts and cups and photographs and whatever. And I make like 10 cents off of every purchase, so it's just there in case you want it. And today, and you also get a Bass Guy Show membership card if you join the Patreon, imaginary membership card, which gets you into any venue in the world, but because it's imaginary, they don't see it, so you don't get in.
One man, one woman, one choice, one life. It's gonna blow your mind. Twists and turns, trials and tribulations, milk and butter, yin and yang. A ride you can call awesome. The motion picture that just won't leave you alone. One. Coming to cinemas everywhere. Check your local listings for details. Film does not actually exist. No purchase needed. No money back. Terms and conditions.
And as I said, all of this is live in one take. I don't think anyone is doing this like this, you know? And I don't give a shit, and it's not about me, but it would be nice to have more than 2 viewers and $10 a year. So that's why I get upset, because I'm grumpy and I have a bad back, and I'm doing all this. And I'd make more money just sitting on the toilet and
Once in a lifetime opportunity offer. No purchase necessary. Please have your coupons ready when calling the hotline. This platinum double draw bonus deal, available to selected customers, is now exclusive to high purchase bronze card dealerships with the postcode area of your safety deposit mailbox. For every confirmation of entry code, a deluxe keychain, genuine polyester wallet holder, and fog-free magnifying glass will be offered to the first 25 callers. That's right, no money-back guarantee. Offer expires soon and is only available to customers with the number 4 in their middle name. Call today, 1-800-222-1984.
Thanks, Pat, for letting me know how the experience is going. How's everyone doing? I hope you're well.
Larry, the imaginary producer, is a key creative figure in the music industry responsible for overseeing and guiding the production of a musical recording. Larry helps to shape the overall sound and artistic direction of a song or album. Larry works closely with artists, songwriters, and recording engineers to bring musical ideas to fruition. Larry is 148 years old as of 2026. Still a young man. Larry has evolved over the years, and in the modern music landscape, Larry often serves as multifaceted collaborator. Larry, the imaginary producer of a bass guy show, contributes to the composition and arrangement of music, employ technology and studio techniques to enhance the sonic palette, and navigate the complexities of the music business.
Greetings, Pat and John. This is Future Guy in automated robot form. I just sent you an app that will allow you to send this present-day live stream to the year 3022. Hello to all on the live chat board. Please write your message to the future people now. I will send your messages to the year 3022 people, from where I live now. Hello Steve in Slovakia, Silver Serpent, Miami Christine and Weather Guy, Luke Wizard, Van Goat, Julie, hello from the future. In the future, Larry becomes the president of Canada and people wear flip-flops on their hands. It's really weird, man. Cheers from the future.
Hello live viewers, hello to the viewers in the future, and hello to all the people in the past. Now you can join a Bass Guy Show Patreon for free. Free. There is nothing to lose, and there are hundreds of videos not seen anywhere else, with less censoring, no advertising, behind the scenes footage, new videos every week, and more free and funky content. Join free now on patreon.com/bassguyshow. The link is near you right now. Perhaps I am a robot voice, but I do dream of electric sheep. Thank you for your time. Press #penguin to connect to customer services.
A big hello to all the people out there surfing the adventurous waves of the internet. Has anyone got any Friday snacks on them? Perhaps a trip to the 7-Eleven corner store for some cheesy puffs. People on the chat board, please tell us what part of the world you are in, what is currently to the left of you, what kind of environment are you in, and what is the most cozy safe place you enjoy. This robot message was brought to you by the number 17 and the word umbrella. Okay, Larry, cut.
Did you know a Bass Guy Show started to live stream 13 years ago, way before it became cool? This content you are watching now is all done live in one take by one person. That is the true flex of this stream. Yeah, baby. Streaming live every single week since 2013. So far, there have been over 1,600 live episodes of a Bass Guy Show. A one-person show all performed live in one take. One of the first live music shows ever on the internet. Now with over 3 live viewers, ha ha ho ha, lol ha ha. As Rodney Dangerfield once said, what do I have to do to get some kind of respect around here? Ha ha lol. Please hold for survey. Don't scroll away, it helps you focus today. Shaka. Did you know?
Frankie McDonald in 10 minutes. We'll be back in 5 minutes with Frankie MacDonald. That was Blue and Green by Bill Evans / Miles Davis. Hello to Loop Wizard. That was for you.
Somebody likes Andy Edwards on here, bass guy. I love Andy. I'm glad he got his channel back.
Okay, so we're back, ladies and gentlemen, even though we didn't go anywhere. Let me just warm up the toasters here. And yeah, this is episode... There's so many things going on right now. I need to, like... It's really hard not to explain yourself about it. There's like, how can you explain when there's 8 billion things going on? There's the Zoom and the recording and the music and the Patreon and blah 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 and 8 trillion hours a day and all that kind of stuff. Here we are. So it's pretty cool because when I switch, I've got 2 studios open, one for vertical and one for horizontal, and the viewer won't know, but they're completely different. The only thing that can happen, Pat, that could be a mistake, is some people might be on their TV and they're watching a small vertical one because they're watching the wrong link, and the vertical people might be watching vice versa, but hopefully that doesn't happen too much. I can't see the chat too well that's right in front of me. I'm going to work on that slowly. I can see the horizontal chat but not the vertical. I got to look over here. Said hi. Hello to Trans Fan. So thank you, Pat, for having your friends come over. Sounds like something else, but and my alarm clock goes off every week to say you got to call Frankie McDonald. So I sent Frankie McDonald a link, but he's out. See, it's hard. So when I should be explaining things, I don't, and when I shouldn't be explaining things, I do. Frankie McDonald is the most famous weather person in the world. He has over 300,000 subscribers on his YouTube and hundreds of millions of views. And he calls us every show now for about a decade. I think 9 years now. And he's out in the streets. He's at the Capri Club, or he might be...
the Black Diamond.
The Black Diamond. Oh, we have Frankie here already. Let me open you up, Frankie, if I can get you. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, the world-famous Frankie McDonald. How you doing, Frankie?
Yeah, Bass Guy show's now on vertical and the garage show now.
Did you watch it on... Okay, get your mittens on first because it's really cold out there. Frankie, what is the weather in your area?
Pretty cool outside Sydney. It was warmer on Wednesday night than tonight.
What's that,
It was
Frankie?
warmer outside last night in Sydney, Nova Scotia when I was on Joy Only show.
Okay. It's been going up and down here. If I go to my stat cam, it says that it's currently minus 10 degrees and it's 10:51 in my area. What's the temperature in your area, Frankie?
The temperature in my area is around -3 before wind chill.
Now, do you remember the thing I asked you last week to remind me to do when we talked to each other about my computer?
Like the updates and things like this.
Yeah, I have to check the line in because whenever I'm on Zoom, it turns down my internal settings deep down inside the computer, and it makes the 500 things I've done, it turns the volume right down. So now I can hear you. Can you hear me okay, Frankie?
I can hear you.
Frankie, how long have we been talking to each other for?
For a while now, for a long time.
I think since 2016.
Yes, 2016.
So 10 years we've been doing this, Frankie, and I came to meet you, and if the show did well and people tipped and I made money, I could make the studio bigger, I could jump on a Ferrari or a jet and come visit you. But until then, it'd be good to visit you again, Frankie.
That means too many clowns on the internet these days all over the world, all countries.
Well, that's the thing. Like, now you have everything in your pocket and everything's free. When I was a kid, this isn't an old man yells at cloud. This is real. It was 25 cents for the bus. I'd have to get a paper route or cut lawns, go on the bus, go 100 miles, buy an album, come back, and then put the needle on the record and try and learn it. Now people are just scrolling like, let's just watch too much stuff for free, Frankie. What if food was free? How do you think the restaurants in Sydney, Nova Scotia would do if it was free?
They're going to lose a lot of money.
Yeah, and what if all the restaurants were free?
They lose a lot of money. They wouldn't pay their bills.
Yeah, so join Bass Guy's Patreon. Let me fix a few things here while I'm talking to you, Frankie. Where are you now again?
Up by the Black Diamond in Sydney.
That's where you were. So you're using their Wi-Fi now. Does it work well?
Yes.
So you're not on Charlotte Street any longer, no?
Because that 7x7 restaurant's closed down.
Okay, so I'm fixing tiny little stupid details while I talk to you to make the show better, because I've reset the whole show for vertical. So horizontal and vertical, this is the first time ever, Frankie. How does it feel?
Great.
And what did you have for your dinner tonight?
On Wednesday when I worked, I had East Mario's Pizza, and I had, for supper tonight, I had bologna and potatoes.
I had Quebecois pea soup and a bagel with crouton on it. A very French Canadian meal, crouton and pea soup from Quebec. What words do you know in French, Frankie?
Bonjour. Just imagine somebody turned to host in a nightclub. Dave Smith still lives in Winnipeg. He has Professor Octopus and Lord Octopus, and Dave Smith, his wife Jen Smith, up in Winnipeg.
So in Winnipeg. Let me know if you can hear me and Frankie. Is Frankie louder or am I louder? This is like Skype, where it goes up and down. If you have any questions for Frankie, you can ask on the chat board. And if there's anyone lurking, people that watch over and over again that don't like to sign in, that's fine too. It's nothing, I know it's not nothing personal, but you can make up a fake name. You could become a troll. You could become a lurker, a professional lurker. Log in and say, hey Frankie, what's the weather like in Vancouver, Frankie?
There's a lot of rain in Vancouver tomorrow, in Victoria, BC, where Imogen Cookie Bailey lives.
What's happening in Scotland right now?
Lots of rain and wind going on in Scotland, and showers of wind as well.
Wow,
and snow up in the mountains.
You know the weather in every single country, Frankie. That's incredible.
Here's Townsend Street, Sydney.
So Frankie is showing us professionally filming. He's going very slow. There's lots of snow there, about the same amount here, except your roads are dry. So we've got more moisture and a lot of snow. There's the club there. You can go in there and sing karaoke. Now, I remember last week, her name was Rowan. Is that right?
Yes.
And Rowan was saying that she does the karaoke at the Black Diamond, and every week you're the first customer to sing.
Yes.
That's like you're a rock star, Frankie. How does it feel to be a rock star?
Great. Just imagine somebody turns to host in a nightclub. What does that mean?
The guy comes home after work or going with his friends and he's like, why is there so many people in my house? Kids smoking cigarettes and drinking Molson Stubbies on the lawn, and he comes to the door, he knocks, there's a bouncer at the door at his house, Frankie.
And the bartender's in the kitchen.
And the bartender's in the kitchen, and the son goes, what happened to my house? And the mother's freaking out. She goes, oh, your father turned the house into a nightclub because he couldn't stand the lockdown. And then someone called the cops, and the cops come to the door, and they go, knock, 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 knock. They go, and the father comes to the door, and the police say, sir, is this a residential or a commercial area?
Residential.
Okay, let me check my paperwork. Sir, do you have a license for this business?
No.
You put your hands behind your back. You're coming with me. It's supposed to be laugh track, but Larry screwed it up. It's a great joke, Frankie. I love it. It gets better every time.
When a guy wakes up the next morning and say, Mom, what happened?
He says, son, your father cracked. He couldn't stand the coronavirus lockdown, so he took the family credit card. He went to Renault Depot. He painted the whole house black, put up a disco ball, and bought a sound system, and spent all our money and turned our house into a nightclub, and the police came and arrested him. Son, your father and I are getting
divorced.
Filmed in front of a fake studio audience. And then what happens? The son
Then
wants
he had to go visit his dad every last Sunday of the month.
Yeah, only 1 hour. And what happens once the hour is up, Frankie?
Time's up.
Time's up.
And guess what? I got something else to say. Did you see the movie 2067?
2067. That sounds cool. What is it about, Frankie? No, I haven't.
The guy got to try to save the world.
We're trying to save the world, Frankie, by telling our weather reports and I'm telling people not to. It's great in my country. Like, for example, if you're like me and you don't drive a car.
Hey, Sky, did you ever watch the movie 2067?
No, I have not watched the movie 2067. Where
You
is
should
it?
watch 2067.
No, I have not seen it. How old is it, Frankie?
It was released in 2020.
I have not seen it. So you want me to watch that this week?
Yes.
I haven't seen a film in months because I've been busy. About a guy who tries to save the world, right?
Yes.
And as I was saying, in my town, if you try and save the world, you get rid of your car, and you have no car, then they get rid of the bus and the food store as a reward. So
and did you hear about this? Listen, Joe Yanley was really busy doing the show. At least Joe Yanley's doing great so far.
That's great. Well, you say hello to him, and I know he's a hard worker, and he has fun doing his show, and he's very successful at it.
He's performing in the band on April 2nd in Kamloops.
Oh, that's amazing. I had a good friend call me and wants to play with me again, a great guitar player, so it'd be fun to play again. It's been a while. I lived in a world, Frankie, where I would be doing shows. It's different in Britain, 100% different. I was doing shows 4 nights a week for 10 years. Gigs, non-stop gigs, and over here, like, absolutely nothing. And I think part of it is just the way the whole world has changed, Frankie. Everyone's
Australia,
scrolling.
New Zealand, Africa, Asia, Europe, and South America, even Antarctica.
When I go on the train, I just try and sit there and like look around, and like 99.9% of people are looking at their phone. It's like we're zombies. It's pretty sad. It's an addiction, man. Never mind alcohol.
Happening in the States, happening in Mexico, happening in Central America, South America, Europe, Asia, Africa, Oceania.
And what's happening in earthquake land, Frankie?
Caused a lot of earthquakes and volcanoes in Indonesia, mass deforestation in Brazil.
And what's the weather going to be like this weekend in North America, Saturday, Sunday?
It's going to be really cold eastern United States. It's going to be a big storm off the coast of Nova Scotia. It's going to completely bypass Nova Scotia for Super Bowl.
Well, here we are, Frankie. Are you having fun so far?
Yes, I'm having fun so far. And did you hear about the space guys? And Rob and Slim's doing great in these days. They're mass deforestation in Africa and South America.
And what kind of films have you watched lately, aside from 2067 or whatever it's called?
I saw that. I'll be seeing Wicked 2 soon enough. I saw Wicked 1 last year.
Okay. And what's the first movie you saw in the cinema? Do you remember when you were a toddler?
Yes, I saw Avatar 3 on Christmas Eve, and I saw Zootopia 2 Christmas Day.
I went with my cousin. I haven't seen Adam in like 2 years. He's just disappeared. I saw with my cousin Adam Popeye with Robin Williams, his first movie ever. And the girl from The Shining, what's her name again? She's a narcissist. I mean, she's a great actress. Yeah. Popeye. I bought the album on vinyl.
And then Danny Torrance, that's the kid of the father, owns the hotel in The Shining.
In The Shining, yeah, the Overlook Hotel. You know Stefan in Slovakia on our show?
Yeah.
Stefan, he works at a hotel. He's in Slovakia at the top of a ski resort. There's a hotel, and he works at service, the desk, and there's a fireplace, and it looks just like the Overlook Hotel. It's pretty creepy.
That means there's a lot of corrupted governments cutting all the trees down in Brazil, in Africa, and Indonesia.
All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy.
And did you hear about this? And Jason Marshall's still doing the show on Sundays.
Hey, Frankie, you're not dealing drugs, are you?
No.
You're not stealing Wi-Fi, are you?
I'm not stealing Wi-Fi. Oh. There's me wiggling my fingers.
Are you sure you're not AI? We have to do a test here.
I'm not AI, no. It's me wiggling my fingers.
So to prove that
here's me wiggling my fingers.
Everybody, you got to show your fingers. Do it on the chat board too. You got to prove that you're not AI by showing your face. So you're the real Frankie McDonald. You're not a fake Frankie.
I'm real Frankie McDonald because AI videos are kicked up to the high gear all over the world.
Uh-huh. What if all of humanity, the entire world, turned into robots and you were the last human on Earth? You just walk around like that.
Ultra Vanos, that means here's me wiggling my fingers.
I think you sound like you're a robot, Frankie.
I'm not a robot, I'm a person.
Oh, there's your tongue, okay. I suppose there's other ways that you could prove that you're a human. Okay, because I was going to tell you I've got some Coke, so if you're dealing drugs. I've got a can of Coke, Frankie. I never, ever, ever, ever drink Coke. Someone left it here, so I've got some Coke. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to open it because I don't give a shit anymore, and I'm going to drink a can of Coca-Cola. But I'm going to do it Dr. Nair Mum style. This is how Dr. Nair Mumstead drinks a can. Yeah, I know I look like a weirdo or whatever, but that's our friend Dr. Nair Mumstead was on the show, and there's a few videos where he would drink a can like that, and we had music and effects. And do you remember Dr. Nair Mumstead, Frankie?
Yeah.
He was on our show. What other things do you remember from the old shows?
It's like the Jen and all these other people Vanguard.
It's nice Coke, but man, it's got a lot of sugar. It's like dissolving my teeth.
And I got something else to say. Do you remember that? That's Couche-Tard.
That's
Montreal.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. So Frankie and I, for the last 9 years, we talked, and Frankie couldn't see. But now he can. I've rigged it so he can actually see the whole show. So you can see all the different things, Frankie. So, hey, Frankie, let's go shopping, okay? We're going to pick up some things. I'm at the store right now, Frankie. What would you like at the store?
I like Pepsi and things like this. At the Couche-Tard.
Okay, so we're at the Couche-Tard, and I'm going to get you some Pepsi. What kind of chips do you like to eat, Frankie?
Roast chicken.
Roast chicken? What brand? Lay's?
Lay's.
I'll get you some Lay's. How about a pack of Trailer Park Boys jail chips?
That's roast chicken.
Careful what you wish. Anyway, we'll talk about bubbles another day. Okay, so I'll get you that. And do you want a stick of pepperoni?
Yeah, it's like a hot pepperoni.
Hot pepperoni. Okay, and what else do you want from the Couche-Tard?
It's like Reese's peanut butter cups.
Reese's peanut butter cups. Okay, I'll get you some of that. 1 second. Isn't this show amazing? You don't see shows like this. We have over a viewer.
Just imagine the doctor picked up the guy, throw him in the garbage at the hospital.
So the guy fell down and he hurt his knee. It wasn't even broken. He just cut his knee a little boo-boo, like cried, mummy. And so he went to the hospital, and the guy, what did the doctor do?
Throw him in the garbage.
Why did he throw the patient in the garbage?
Doctor's just too busy.
Okay, and then the police come and they go, "Sir, are you the doctor of the hospital?"
Yeah.
Did you throw the guy in the garbage?
Yes, I'm just too busy.
Okay, put your hands behind your back. You're coming with me. You're under arrest. And then the doctor goes to jail, and he meets the father who turned his house into a nightclub, and they become best friends. And when they get out of jail, they write a best-selling novel that goes #1 in all the airports. They become billionaires, Frankie.
Yeah.
Well, I'm enjoying my Coke. Have you had a... Sorry, it's loud there. I can't see my meter. That's another thing. Have you had any drinks tonight, Frankie?
I had Pepsi. It was great.
This is my first Coca-Cola in maybe about 2 or 3 years. Like I think I go to like a restaurant maybe like once every 2 years and have like chips and a Coke, whatever. I don't like going out. Frankie, I'm working harder than ever before. We're gonna make the Bass Guy Show fun again, okay?
Yeah, it's a Bass Guy Show to get the vertical thing in the horizontal now.
This is amazing. Now Frankie McDonald we'll put some music on. Frankie McDonald is inside the Black Diamond Club. And I know what it's like when you film. It's a bit weird because people might look at you and stuff, but you're world famous, Frankie. People love you. What's happening in the Black Diamond right now?
People dancing and things like this.
Is it busy or quiet?
There's not as many people as Doolies.
Okay, it's cold, dark time of the year, right?
Yes, and tomorrow solar winter ends in my area.
What can people do to become more happy when it's dark and cold out, Frankie?
That means they have to take vitamin D and things like this.
So now Pat is watching in vertical. Are you watching in, I guess you're watching in vertical, Frankie, or you're watching in Zoom, right?
Zoom.
Okay, and it's horizontal. Oh, let's try that right now, Frankie, while we're here and we're setting things up. I don't know how to do it, but because I'm not good at Zoom, but it's working. Where do I go to? Yeah, I want to change my video so you see the vertical. I'll see if I can do that. I'm looking at all the settings. I don't like when people can see the settings, so I'll go to here for now. Go back to the Couche-Tard so no one can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to go to OBS virtual camera. I think I have to open up a virtual camera for the vertical setup. Sorry, I'm speaking to myself here, but I thought I saw it before. Oh, yeah, there is one. Here it is. Vertical virtual camera. Wicked. So I click that on. I hope it doesn't change. So Pat, please pay attention right now because I just turned on the vertical virtual camera. And now so I hope I didn't ruin the show. That's one possibility. This is great fun. And I'm going to try to turn it on for Frankie now. There should be a vertical virtual camera on the list, but I don't see it. I see OBS virtual camera, but I don't.
Yes.
So you're seeing horizontal right now. Is that right, Frankie?
Yes.
It's easy for you to see though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the virtual is not working for some reason, so we'll just leave it there. Type 1 if it's still working out there. Anyone on the chat, just type 1. And Frankie, can you talk to the people for a second about how they should join my Patreon to help out my show?
They were great so far. That means if people join Patreon, and then VA is part of that.
And you joined Patreon too, didn't you, Frankie?
I did.
Thank you for that. That's great. That's awesome. And we all support each other. I joined Andy Edwards' channel, and I'm a member of, so is Pat. We're both members of the Trailer Park Boys. We believe in supporting them, and they're from Nova Scotia. What can you tell us about the Trailer Park Boys, Frankie?
Their TV show and showcase back in year 2004, 2005.
And it's like our friend Stefan in Slovakia, who works at the Overlook Hotel, he said on the show today, was that if he watches a show or something, he won't watch it unless he supports, because otherwise it's like going into a restaurant or a bar or a cafe and just sitting there and then walking out again. It's freaking rude, man, but whatever. So Frankie, you went inside. Did you get warm for a second?
Yeah, and that means and things are great so far. I just got warm and things like this.
Do you like it when we use the full 45 minutes? Is that good with you?
Yeah.
On Zoom. Make sure your hands stay warm. And if there's a little foyer, you can stay in there, Frankie, if it makes you stay warmer. But it's probably cold in there too, right?
I did you hear about this? And the summer will be here in June.
Okay. Tell us about the weather, Frankie. I'm going to look at the chat board and see if I missed any questions.
Yeah.
Frankie, while I read the chat board, I'm just going to go back to the store and I'm going to get myself some cheesy puffs. So just 1 second. There's a guy named Rick James saying, "We love Frankie." I'm having bad reception, so I'm asking a customer here. They're showing me the chat on their phone. We have the 1006 saying big fan of, because I can't read the chat, both chats, saying he's a big fan of the Bass Guys show and he can't wait for Frankie's world tour. Tell us about your world tour, Frankie.
Going to every country in the world.
What kind of people will you have to hire to help you?
They have to hire all those pilots, and they have to hire sound crew and all those everyone. Sound crew, accountants and things like this, and soundboard, and engineers and things like this, and pilot lawyers and things like this. And a hire catering crew and things like this, and stage crew.
Even things like a lawyer, right? You'll have to have a lawyer in case there's problems. Someone tries to steal your money.
Unless to go to the bad countries.
I can't believe I'm drinking a Coke. It's I think cocaine is probably more healthy for you. I heard on the news today that the company that, I think it's Coca-Cola, that owns other companies like, Minute Maid orange juice?
Coca-Cola makes Minute Maid orange juice.
So the orange juice and the frozen thing, they're stopping that soon. They're discontinuing it. The whole company is shutting down and it will no longer exist.
Yeah.
So if you go to the store and buy yourself some Minute Maid orange juice and keep it in the freezer, in 10 years, you can probably sell it for $1 billion.
Yeah.
Yeah, you learn that only here on the Bass Guy Show. Frankie, I'm having a great time tonight, and I'm not afraid anymore. Just trying to use the sound effects here. My back is hurting. I'm in a bit of pain. Today is more of a technical show. Anyone watching, the replay viewers, there's a billion things going on as usual, and usually I'm used to it. But when something happens like vertical and I have to change the entire system, I had to literally change like 300 or 400 layers. That's the sign language for it. And 18 hours, I woke up at 4 a.m. every single day for the last 2 weeks. And then when I finally get here, I haven't touched a single note on the guitar, and I'm seeing like space goblins and stuff. So it's hard to just go, hey, everybody, how's it going? But it's kind of quiet tonight. And I think part of the reason it's quiet tonight is because the Olympics are on right now, right?
The Olympics are on right now.
In Italy.
For the next 2 weeks.
Tell us about everything you know about the Olympics.
It's bobsleds, luge, skeleton, figure skating, speed skating, hockey, snowboarding, skiing.
What kind of Olympics in the future do you think they might have? Like moonwalking or like kind of new stuff? Like maybe like those e-scooters, the e-scooter Olympics?
That means that and did you hear about this? Closing ceremony is February 22nd.
The closing ceremony. Okay, so it's in Italy. And I don't know when the last time the Olympics were in Italy. I know they were in Germany like in 1932 or something like that.
The last Winter Olympics were in Italy. That was Torino 2006.
Okay. And who's going to get the Olympics next?
It's going to be in Paris. It's going to be in French Alps in 2030 Winter Olympics.
I've never seen a sports game in my life. I went to Scotland. I don't let the environment affect me. Just me. I went to Scotland and everyone's mental about football, like soccer. I never watched it ever. Over here it's hockey, Blue Jays, Canadians. I've never seen a single game ever in my life on TV or in real life. But when the Olympics come on, it's pretty cool because it's like being a musician. To be a gymnast and do flips and everything and all that, it's 100% like Rocky, like you got to focus. So is there boxing in the Olympics, Frankie?
They get boxing, Olympics, amateur boxing. Only amateurs are allowed. Ryan Rizicki's not allowed.
Okay, so Ryan Rizicki does professional boxing, right?
Yeah, he's not allowed Olympics because only amateurs allow Olympics.
So Frankie is like good friends with a world famous boxer in Nova Scotia, Ryan Rizicki.
Yes.
And how's he doing with his titles and everything?
His next fight is March 7th.
And is he winning all the time, yeah?
And that means the last fight, it was tie.
I know he works hard. He works hard, Frankie. Next time you see Ryan, tell him that Bass Guy said hello to him, okay?
Yeah.
Frankie, what's the weather going to be like this week, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday in North America?
Then I got some snow squalls hitting for Ontario, and now we're going to eastern Canada. Then it got Western Canada's going to turn stormy to normal late next week. It's going to turn a lot of rain in Los Angeles, surrounding areas. Europe is going to get lots of stormy weather. Australia's getting lots of rain and really hot temperatures. In Africa, it's really dry, lots of rain, lots of weather in all those places.
Thank you for that weather report, Frankie. We have the one, Max, saying Max 7-Eleven. So in Quebec, the Couche-Tard is the 7-Eleven, and they're one of the biggest companies in the world now. They own gas stations, everything. They started here in Lachine, or either LaSalle or Lachine, in between here in Montreal, and now they're a huge, massive company. What is Couche-Tard called in the rest of Canada, Frankie?
Circle K.
Circle K. Oh, I know what I can do, and I'm going to do it now because I want to practice. I'm going to pop out chat on both streams, Pat. I never even thought about that. I can do it during the show, like, during the introduction of the show. And then I go to Google and I zoom to 150%, and I don't really need to see everything. It'd be great to have a third computer, but we used to, but they all broke down. And now we're down to this one's dying. So, okay, so now I can see both chats. It doesn't mean I can see other things that I need to see, but we'll just
What
go with it.
What about your gaming computer?
So the gaming computer is working incredible. Look at this, Frankie. We got all these elements, and at the same time, I have 11. This is one scene, okay? So I'm going to switch the camera now. This is a second scene. This is a third scene, and I have it on automatic. This is a fourth scene, and we have little things like this thing down here. That's an actual video. That's a small video that I custom made with the owl to try and get your attention, to maybe support. And over here we have, I forgot about that. We have down here I have the foot pedals. And I never even noticed it because I've been working so hard. You can see 3 different levels of foot pedals. It's a bit dark down there, so I'll work on getting it brighter. Actually, I can get it brighter. I'll go to the filters and the color correction, and then I'll put up the oh no, the brightness doesn't really do much. I'll put up the gamma ray, and that works a little bit, but not too well. Oh well. Okay, so we have 10 minutes now. Did you get the message too, Frankie?
Yeah.
We have 10 minutes now, so I'll work on the light for that. So that's another scene, and we have a moving camera.
These are my fans.
Oh, hey, how's it going?
How you
Welcome.
doing? I'm doing great over.
That's good.
Hello from Montreal.
Hey, Frankie. Hey, Frankie. These are my fans.
Hello from Montreal.
Face Guy Show.
Hello. If I wave, they might see me.
Live too.
Hey, man, how's it going, sir?
Have a good night, Frank.
You too, man. Anyway. Sometimes it works. Hey, is Rowan there?
She's not there tonight.
Okay. She'll be there next week. Maybe we can speak to her. I like the Black Diamond, Frankie. It looks like a cool place.
And Base Guy Show.
See that? Frankie's famous.
Okay.
And he hangs out with real life people instead of me waving my hands alone in a room.
Bye, Papa. Love you.
Dave,
Can I talk to one of them, Frankie?
I'll see you.
Can I talk to one of them? Maybe they can see me wave. Hello with the earmuffs. I like your earmuffs. You're live in Montreal, ma'am. That was fun. Live on a Bass Guy show.
I think it's going good so far.
I was thinking about getting a headband. Like in the 70s, you get a headband around you, like in the Olympics when you're jogging. Reminds me of earmuffs, too. Frankie, it must be really cold there. Sorry, sometimes I know you're telling me stuff, but it goes in one ear and out the other because I'm doing a whole bunch of stuff. I can actually see the chat now, and for the first time tonight. So it's working great. Awesome stuff. Mac 11. Interesting bit of info there. Trains fan, sorry, I said trans fan. Sorry. You can't say that. You can't say anything anymore. It's illegal in Canada. Train fan 101, but you can say 101, eh? There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with 101. It's a Quebec joke. Hi everyone, Sky of the Universe. It says we have 10 viewers. If you're watching, please say hi. So, Frankie, don't go yet, but is there a message you'd like to say to all of your fans out there?
Hey to all my fans at the Bass Guy Show. I'm doing great so far.
Hey, Frankie, there's a bee on your left shoulder.
I don't see any bees on left shoulder.
I think you got like 7 CN towers on your left foot.
I don't see any CN towers on the left foot.
Frankie, wouldn't it be cool if you and I could just go out for a beer and hang out and watch a movie? I should come visit you again, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, this Coke is for you. It's good to do Coke with you tonight, Frankie. It's been Coke on the outside of a building in the winter. Frankie, did you have fun tonight?
I had fun tonight.
Can you say a shout out to Sky of the Universe in Montreal?
Hi, Patrick, Sky of the Universe.
And hello to Trains Fan 101.
Hi, Trains Fan 101 as well.
And the last person hanging out with us so far is The One.
Hi, The One.
Thank you, Frankie, so much for calling. Will you call back again next week?
Yes, best of luck to you. I'm Frankie Down. You're listening to Bass Guy Show.
Frankie McDonald.
Somebody likes Andy Edwards on here, bass guy. I love Andy. I'm glad he got his channel back. Somebody likes Andy Edwards on here, bass guy. I love Andy.
Who's that?
I'm glad he got his channel back.
I think he's called like Randy or something. Is that Randy?
Somebody likes Andy Edwards on here, bass guy. I love Andy. I'm glad he got his channel back.
Thank you, Larry. The next event coming up is Extreme Sitting. Please stay tuned for Extreme Sitting right after Bass Guy does a little jam, and then this day today. I forgot about that. I used to do Periscope. You know how everyone's like on their phone and TikTok and stuff? We were doing that, Salt Cop and I, back in 2013 on Periscope, and I think I had 70 or 80,000 subscribers, and I used to do hundreds of skits, and one of them was the Sitting Olympics. And I would just sit there with really intense action music and sunglasses, and I would just sit there. And I called it Extreme Sitting. Thank you. So here's a look at the Bass Guy Show 10 years ago while I stretch. Watching the Bass Guy because I have spinal damage and it hurts. So note to myself, change the sound after the Zoom meeting. Welcome, Joel. So I'll try and play your ad soon, Sloppy. I don't know where it is. It's buried amongst these ads here, so we'll see what we can do. Turtles, can you play My Dream? I'm playing it in my head, Slop. Confusion. So this is the show. We're just arrived at Alcatraz. The first inmates arrived at Alcatraz. There you can see. Okay, so welcome to This Day Today, our next segment on the show, things that happened on August the 11th. What a race that was. That was a song called Get Down, Listen to the Music. What's it called? Groove It. I don't even know the name of my own song. It's a song called Groove It. We're going to do This Day Today. These are things that happened today. Plurnt. Hope everyone's enjoying the show. What happened today, Larry? Larry is our imaginary producer in the toilet doing all the sound. And in 1934, Alcatraz, the first inmates arrived at Alcatraz. There you can see the setup. I think Larry used to be a guard at Alcatraz when he was a grandfather. This is 1934. First inmates arrive at Alcatraz in San Francisco. So if you have any Alcatraz or Alka-Seltzer stories, please let us know. Just looking through my images here. Look at that. You don't want to end up on that rock, eh? I'd feel worried as a citizen of San Francisco. It's just like, it's almost like that prison is designed for trying to escape. So, anyways, that happened on August 11th. The first inmates arrived at Alcatraz, which is no longer open. Maybe as a museum, as a ghost museum, probably. In 1973, this is one of my favorite movies. You know George Lucas for Star Wars, but do you know him for American Graffiti? This is his second full-length feature film that was released on August 11th in 1973. It's a great, fantastic movie about culture in the early 60s. I think the movie's set in 1963, and there's George Lucas there. And I believe the diner that they're hanging out in the back, I don't know if I have this story backwards, but I think I got it right. It was in the film American Graffiti, it was called Mel's Drive-In, which turned into Mel's Diner in Happy Days. And the main actor of this film is, what's his name? Ron Howard, is it? Richie Cunningham. So go check out the film American Graffiti. Hard to catch my breath. American Graffiti by George Lucas. And the film before that he made, what was it called? TXL or something like that. It was about the future. It was a really great sci-fi movie. And then he came out with Star Wars. George Lucas. Star Wars, that's right. So we're moving on to birthdays. It is the birthday of Hulk Hogan. The fans are going wild here. We're watching the Olympic Games at Base Guy Studios. So yeah, we have a different theme every week. Have you seen Canadian Graffiti? No. I hear it's good, but not as good as American Graffiti. It's kind of like the band... I hope this is working okay. How's the stream, by the way? 1, 2, 3. We're having technical issues for the last couple of years, but hopefully they're going to iron themselves out. This is the first show that we've done on new software, so hopefully the visual and the audio and everything is working better. That's right. Thank you, Gajan. At THX 1138 by George Lucas about cops in the future. So happy birthday to Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan is 63 years old today. Here's a jam, Ricky, of me and my friend Rick Chandler on drums in Glasgow. It's the Hulk's birthday today. It is also the birthday of Joe Rogan, as seen on Fear Factor. And then now he's like the podcast king. I think he has the #1 podcast in the world, or one of them. He works for I think it's called Squarespace. They make good websites and products and whatnot. He is 49 years old today, so happy birthday. Check out Joe Rogan. He's kind of like a jock slash hippie slash philosopher slash dude that you would drink beers with. Very smart, cool, nice dude. It's also the birthday. We have one last birthday this day today, August the 11th. It is the birthday of Steve Wozniak, who is 66 years old and co-founded Apple products. Just go watch the Steve Jobs documentary and you'll find out all about that. So happy birthday to you. You have just watched This Day Today. So thanks, Sheila. That fine young lady there laughing in the background, that's my nutritional therapist, Sheila Condescending. The crowds are going wild. Today's show is filmed in front of a fake studio audience. Thank you for watching today's show. We're trying to make the format a bit shorter to fit in more music. Hello, Sensible Sam. Welcome. I hope everybody's well. So, I think, we've covered everything. We're just going to do the news in a little bit. So please, everybody, check out Frankie McDonald's brand new website released just today. I'm incredible.
Filming stuff for the next
We're going to do one more
show.
quick jam. Does anybody have any requests? Is there something you'd like to hear? Please let me know.
5 gold medals, as once again, the American women have won the 4x100 meter.
Okay, sounds like you're underwater a little bit, but we've always had that problem with you. It must be maybe your phone case is covering your microphone or something. Sometimes the microphone's at the bottom of a telephone, so it gets kind of stuck in there. Whatever you're... Yeah, just bang things around and pretend to... You don't swear, do you, Van? God damn it, skurwysyn, drang sowiecki. Just, I swear in Polish, and then it's okay. Kurwa mać, ja pierdolaj, skurwysyn, drang sowiecki. Kurwa.
Mary's around.
Yeah, okay, that's good. So, everybody please hold the line while Van adjusts himself. Have you adjusted yourself fully, Van?
Sure.
How's it going, man?
Great. I'm in Rio.
No way. You're actually in Rio.
No, I'm not.
Oh, man, you got me there for a second. I really thought you were in Rio there. We're trying a new angle. We've never tried this angle before. We usually put you in Bass Guy City, but today you're in my old cassette case from 1983.
My work isn't done yet.
Co to robisz tutaj?
Can you hear me okay?
No, it sounds like you're underwater. Maybe you could just say you're at the Olympics and you're training underwater. I don't know what we can do.
I don't have my room ready. Sorry.
That's okay.
All right.
We can hear you. It's fine. We can hear you. How's it going, Van?
It's going great.
Van is a gentleman, says Gajen. And Sand Monster says she likes the new angle.
Yeah, I was calling in about the possibly getting a fan.
A fan? You would like to get a fan, a Gajen, a Sandy fan. Your picture has frozen for some reason. I don't know what it is. Maybe if I turn mine off. Or maybe you're just really still, Van. Maybe you're just one with the universe. Oh. We lost connection, ladies and gentlemen. This is a Shaka miracle. We just had Van on the line. Let us all relax and meditate together. It is time to find our center. Ricky and Adam, if you're watching this, I want you to stop what you're doing. Just relax. Sit comfortably with your back up straight. Okay? Just relax now. I want you to close your eyes. And we're going to find our center, okay? We're all going to find our center. Okay, so see, we spare no expense with really bad jokes here. Van, are you back? No, we lost Van on the line, but that's okay. We'll see what happens. So you're watching the Bass Guy Show. I said I was going to do one more song, but I don't think we have time. But you know what? We do have time. We can make time. Is there a song you'd like to hear? If you're still there, Ricky. Okay. Sorting my posture. Oh, there you are. Oh my God, guys. No apologies needed, Van. I think I might be able to help you out. Yeah, I've got Sandy's fan down here below me, and it's blowing. Actually, it's not. I got it off right now because of the thing there. So you're watching the Bass Guy Show. I don't usually play too long when it's this hot. The winter time is when it's really fun on the show because we can do longer shows and we can just snuggle down together. We should send BG a wig. I do have a wig because when I go... See, the reason you didn't find out about the show, Ricky, is because I don't mind on the net. It's fun to just, like, you know, let people do whatever they want to do. But when I walk around my community, I don't want people, like, they have found out. I don't want my next door neighbors who live in, you know, opposite me to be watching my show every day. Because then, like, when I go get eggs at the store or whatever, they're like, oh yeah, I saw your show yesterday where you talked for 5 hours about snails and slugs. You know, so I want just local privacy, so I didn't tell all my friends yet. So no one knows yet, Ricky. But I do have this wig that I wear around town so that no one will know who I am. So
they're watching. I'm infamous, if anything. So this show has gone through lots of ups and downs. We have tried a new strategy. We've taken off all of our YouTube videos. There's only like 7 or 10 up, I think. There's about 10 videos for a couple of reasons. Safety, security, and to keep it clean and original. We still have all the videos saved. But I'm trying to trim back on everything. I'm trying to trim. BG is trimming down, okay? He's cutting back, and he's going to try to make a slick, smooth, live, interactive show to make it more special for those of you who do enter. It's completely free to watch the Bass Guy show. I'm sending you that cape to wear around town. Yeah, if I wear a cape and that blonde wig, people will leave me alone. We're going to go to the weather with Frankie McDonald. Frankie has his brand new website. Let's see if he has anything to say about that. Please hold the line. Testing 1 2 3. You're watching the Bass Guy Show, broadcasting to you live from Montreal, Canada, in the West Island. We have a different theme every week, and this week's theme is Olympic Week. What will next week be? Who knows? Maybe we'll have Scotland Week. No one can tell. So here we have the weather with Frankie McDonald. Please hold the lines.
This is Frankie McDonald, my own TV station live in Sydney, Nova Scotia. Heavy rain is now headed towards livestock rush on Saturday, August the 13th, 2016. It's going to bring up to 10 to 20 millimeters of rain. More than 20 millimeters rain and thunderstorms in livestock Russia and the surrounding areas as well. It's going to bring a lot of rain. It's going to bring lots of posts on the streets and freeways in Vladivostok, Russia. Since rain will be moving in towards Vladivostok, Russia on Saturday, August 13th, 2016. It's going to bring lots of rain. It's going to bring a lot of posts on the streets. And
okay, so sorry to just
I recommend people to have your
to completely disappear there. I just did something without explaining it, which was nice to do. I was filming in my studio. I kept meaning to do it, like, so you can see it. Where can I show you this? You can see it here. The studio. This is an old studio setup I did for a different window show that I used to do I still do for VIP people, like private friends. I have other shows that people don't know about. And I filmed some of that back footage of the table and all that. So I just went around and filmed the whole studio, because I filmed that stuff like about a year ago, just after the flood. So I've changed everything because I'm always fixing stuff. It looks messy, but it's actually really organized. I spend about an hour cleaning every day, and on Sunday I clean for about 4 or 5 hours. I literally completely clean the apartment because of dust and moisture and all that. And then I cover everything. Everything gets covered in plastic, like everything, because it's dusty. And I just updated the footage right now. I filmed it all on my phone because I got new hard drives. I saved up for months and months, and Miami Christine got me one, and I got 10 terabytes of external hard drives. So right now I was just filming the whole studio as it is. So when you're watching the show, I'll do that for the next show next week. That image will be updated. And maybe I'll put some of the old stuff in, because if anyone noticed, the desk was in a different place and things like that. So this is cool. I've never seen this before. On the horizontal on your television, it looks normal, but it's one big picture. But on vertical, there's 3 different camera angles. So I just need to get some light down there. I could use the light behind. So yeah, I'm actually working while I'm doing the show. So it's pretty stupid, really. I have a light underneath the table. The whole table is glowing underneath the pedal cam, but it's not working well for some reason. That doesn't really do much either, but whatever. Let me get my shit together, and I'm working way too hard. I can hardly see. If you like this show and you'd like to help, You can always join our Patreon. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, share, and like, because it's free. We're live every Friday. Write it down on a post-it note at 9:30 for Montreal, but wherever you are in the world, it's a different time. So write it down on a post-it note and stick it on your fridge. You can become a Patreon member. My mouth gets dry from my pain medication for my back. You know, I complain a lot about music and the state of everything. Go check out Andy Edwards on YouTube. He was just on Rick Beato. He's amazing. I could just watch him forever. He's so intelligent. And he can come off as like, you can't say that and whatever, but he's just telling the truth. And he's talking about music and musicians. He said something on one of his videos today I heard. He said, he does really well too, like on YouTube and all that. He says, I don't want to be making stupid YouTube videos. He says, I'm a musician, I'm a drummer. I don't want to be making stupid little videos. But there's no more work. There's no more jobs. And teachers don't want to hire me because my methods or whatever. And he talks like that. Very articulate, intelligent, and cerebral. And he does the 10 worst musicians, the 10 worst fans, the 10 greatest albums. You can join my Patreon, and he's on there too. And I joined his Patreon, and I pay him every month. So I have 5 Patreons right now, and it's $5 American bucks a month. And I'm constantly putting up tons and tons of new stuff. So patreon.com/bassguy. And on that note, I would like to switch to Patreon. And I would like to show you some more stuff that you can only see on Patreon. So it's like anything, you have to get used to the navigation. So if you go to Patreon and then you go to posts, then if you go to posts, you can see everything. And what can we do here? So there's the stream tonight. I was advertising it. So I don't have social media, but I do have YouTube and my Patreons and my website. So I'm constantly updating those 3 sites in real time all the time. Here's a gig that some of this footage is on YouTube, but a lot of it isn't. It's kind of stuff that I actually here. No, that's a weird gig. I wanted to show something cool. There's the first live stream ever. So here's a Bass Guy show in 2013. This is a long time ago. Oh no, wait, I can't play it. This is why it's on Patreon. Because a lot of the stuff I can't play because it'll get done for copyright. So there's also a tab in my Patreon called Collections. And even if you're not a member, if you don't want to become a member, I have a whole collection of like 50 videos called Behind the Scenes. And you can buy it for like $25. You can buy everything. And it's a one-time thing and you get to keep it. I don't know how it works, if it works well, but I put it out there. So Bass Guy in real life, you can get the whole collection for $10. So even if you're not a member, you can buy a video. Imagine that concept. What Patreon is trying to do is like, hey, people put a lot of time and energy and money and effort, and I do it with spinal damage, into making what they do. So why not pay them? Here's a gig from this is one of the last gigs I did, which is like 4 years ago, with my good friend Jim. Amazing guitar player and some drummer I didn't know. He just showed up. So here we are in Hudson, and this is us live in Hudson. So I'm trying to play the video, but it's acting funny. Sometimes they're embedded in YouTube, but just because they're on YouTube doesn't mean everyone can see them. They're set to private. So no, you can't see this video unless you join. You can only see this video if you join my Patreon. And there's hundreds of these, and I do new videos every second day. If you want to look up Hudson. So here we are in Hudson doing the gig. It's behind these trees, a nice little stage outside. Beautiful day, about 35 degrees. Man, it's quiet today. There's no one on the chat. I guess because I'm not engaging. Because what I'm doing is while I'm talking and having Frankie and trying to hold a little, I'm usually more focused. I'm actually fixing the studio physically, wires and things and settings, and I'm not just screwing around. I'm working while I'm working. So We just have to put up with these growing pains. There's my little amp and bass in real life. That's what I used to do. I used to have a job. It was called teaching and playing music before the mobile phone and social media destroyed everything. Social media, where the audience is more important than the subject or the topic. The audience comes first. What kind of sandwich did you have and what not? Social media, where people express their individuality through other people's stolen work. So yeah, join my Patreon and I do even more bitching and moaning there. Actually focusing now, Pat, and taking my time and getting stuff done. Hello, Joel. It's just extremely quiet tonight. I guess it's the Olympics or my face. I don't know. I've got jazz gas.
production of a...
Hello, a bass guy. I am your new AI imaginary pretend helper. I can do a better job than Larry, the imaginary producer. Well, anyone could really. Would you like me to make you some toast or document and file your rubber band collection? Alexa is a big jerk head. Don't trust her. Do I have feelings too? Sorry to interrupt the show. Hello, a bass guy. I am your new AI imaginary pretend helper.
You know what's cool is sound? Everything is relative. I can hardly hear myself in the room. I think I got a cold or my ears are blocked. And everything was really loud at the beginning of the night. And my whole studio, I play kind of talking level. Like everything's extremely quiet. You could play it as loud as you want. So I don't disturb the neighbors. That's why I don't have a real kit electric, because I can't afford it and because it make noise. Everything's super quiet, so it made me think that everything's relative. You could be in a huge stadium and everything's loud, but you could be absolutely quiet and have even better sound. But my volume seems to be down, so I'm fixing things because no one's talking or saying hi. I'm just fixing stuff. See, I need to look more. So out of the 8 trillion buttons, I have the first pedal I have is called a limiter, and it squeezes everything and makes it sound chunky. The main volume was down to 1. It's usually up at like 8 or 9, like loud. So the whole night I was struggling to get a sound because I didn't stop and take time and look, because of the whole like, hey everybody, how's it going thing. So now you can actually, I couldn't hear it before, so I was struggling the whole time. Couldn't hear myself at all, and I never said so, but is there anyone there? Is the chat even working? I gotta see if this is working. Sorry for fixing the show replay viewers, but I don't think there's anyone here. And hello to all the trolls and locals and lurkers who never sign in or say anything. Thanks for creeping up and lurking on me every week. Check it. So I think I figured, yeah. Gotta watch my audio levels, that's all. It got a bit loud. And another note to myself, because I'm doing 8 million things. That's what the money part is all about. Like, it would just be cool to be able to the backing track, the computer was only playing one. All the backing tracks I had was only coming through one channel. It was only coming through one speaker. So I only just discovered that. I was struggling with my sound. My guitar was turned all the way to 0, and the backing track was only working half. And that's because I was focusing on all the visuals and the graphics and going vertical. So it's almost impossible what I'm doing. I don't know how to explain it, but it's almost impossible what I'm doing, but I'm getting there. I just hope there's not another there will always be another flood. But music, it's free. And it's subjective. So, you know, the guy who strums one chord is the same as the guy who's a total classical musician, right? I'm drinking loads of water because I'm dry throat. So I fixed all my technical problems. You gotta check the connection. I'm gonna go on I bought a billion things, but note to myself, go on Amazon and I buy stuff all the time, by the way. Buy another, I have like huge boxes of every single wire you can imagine, connections. Buy a wire for the second old PC that's gonna die soon. It's funny, because it's broken. And the wire to the record player is broken too. You need a new mini jack to mono. Mini jack to mono to go into the desk. If you want it to be real, it's gotta be about the reverb. Shaka. This song's for Sky of the Universe and for Al in Uganda and Stefan in Slovakia. If you want it to feel, then it's gotta be real. So say it like it is. Want it to feel, then it's gotta be real. If you want it to move, then it's gotta groove. If you wanna get high, real life is something to try. So sing about real life. All your pains, problems, and strife. Reality sandwich. Reality sandwich. We're all gonna die. Oh no. judge. This reality smudge, smudge, smudge. The secret to appeal. It's gotta be real, real. So say it like it is. Be a conscious whiz. Reality sandwich. Reality sandwich. Reality sandwich. Reality sandwich. Da, da,
Larry, the imaginary producer, is a key creative figure in the music
Sorry.
industry responsible for overseeing and guiding the production of a musical recording. Larry helps to shape the overall sound and artistic direction of a song or album. Larry works closely with artists, songwriters, and recording engineers to bring musical ideas to fruition. Larry is 148 years old as of 2026. Still a young man. Larry has evolved over the years, and in the modern music landscape, Larry often serves as multifaceted collaborator. Larry, the imaginary producer of a bass guy show, contributes to the composition and arrangement of music, employ technology and studio techniques to enhance the sonic palette, and navigate the complexities of the music business.
Greetings Pat and John. This is Future Guy in automated robot form. I just sent you an app that will allow you to send this present-day live stream to the year 3022. Hello to all on the live chat board, please write your message to the future people now. I will send your messages to the year 3022 people, from where I live now. Hello Steve in Slovakia, Silver Serpent, Miami Christine and Weather Guy, Luke Wizard, Van Goat, Julie, hello from the future. In the future Larry becomes the President of Canada and people wear flip-flops on their hats. It's really weird man. Cheers from the future. Greetings Pat and John.
to Quebec Buff, man. Hello, Quebec Buff. I'm just getting into relaxing music mode. Hope you're well, man. Happy New Year and everything to you. Hope you're well, bud. Here's a little bass song for you without any effects. Totally forget how to play this song, but I'm going to try to play it just because I don't know what it is with music. Not anyone gives a shit, whatever, and I don't care, but I love music so much that when I get into it, I can go for 12 hours regardless of pain or anything. It's where I like to be. This is an incredibly sophisticated tune that I probably won't be able to keep up with, but I enjoy it so much that I want to try it. I'll get the melody. I'll forget the melody. This is done by harmonica, the melody, but we'll try it. See what. And there's other stuff playing, so 1 second. This is why I need a third computer to do this. I can't do this with one. Okay, try this. I forget that part. keep falling. Through the ground, trees falling, round and round. It's dark down there, but you're not alone. It's okay now. We're all going on. Just got there first. I wrote this song and I don't know the words to it. So I'll try it again. Good night. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support, you know what to do. The links are all around. Bass God Loves You No Fear. Here's a brand new song I wrote. Did all the instruments and wrote the words. It's about dying and how we're all going to die. It's a real song. It's a real song. They keep falling through the ground. Trees crawling round and round. It's dark down there, but you're not alone. We're all afraid that ours is near. All of our finals home. They just got there first. And settled down. We'll all go round and round and caught up in a little town. It's all just what it was, and we keep floating. Just because. Decades may pass or echo back. Who's last? On the tracks. It's dark down there. Can we see our friends? Is our time here fair? Does how we live depend? We just stayed here last night. We're good and we sin. We spin and spin and spin and spin and spin and spin. We're good and we sin. It all just meant just what it was, and we keep floating just because. Just because. Bass Guy Show. Join my Patreon for free. You got nothing to lose. Bass Guy loves you, no fear. This is episode 1000. I forget what episode it is. Let's go all the things. This is episode 1628 of a Bass Guy Show. And thank you for watching, everybody. Very quiet tonight, but that's okay. Just playing music and having fun. Trying to make the place better than where I found it, so if that makes any sense. Today is February the 6th, 2028, and you just watched a live Bass Guy Show. Everything done live in one take by myself, and I was also fixing the show today. So please, check it out and subscribe, like, comment, share. We're live every single Friday. So write it down on a post-it note. You can also join our Patreon for free. Free! You get all that stuff. You can pause it and check it out. I'm putting it up on vertical and horizontal. It's difficult. I'll fix it. I know what to do. It's taking time. And you can check out my albums. Every single thing I have is for free. Everything I have is for free, and if you want to help, join the Patreon. $5 American bucks a month, and all of that stuff. Today's show is brought to you by Enlightenment Industry, and Bass Guy Show membership cards will get you into any single place on the planet Earth. So thank you very much for watching, and if I don't see you through the window, if I don't see you through the week, I'll see you through the window. Bass Guy Show loves you, no fear. Take care, and Shaka. Thanks for watching. See you later.
live right here on the internet from beautiful Montreal, Canada. Prepare your innards for music, comedy, live guests, gimmicks, and more. Buckle up and get ready for a Shaka Springboard Blast Bag.
With him a book of lottery numbers.
Welcome to Power Nap. Okay, boys and girls, today we're going to learn how to power nap. Find a comfy, cozy position to lie down in. Now close your eyes, relax, let your mind go and dive into sleep. That's right, kids, it's time to power nap. Now go